Okay, I'm gonna make sure I got a microphone this time. I'm eating some pizza. Got my drink here. It's Dr. Pepper and Jaeger. I am well over the age of 21, so don't worry about that. Yeah, Mama likes. All right, make sure everything's good to go here. And how do I get to this? That's what I want to know. How do I get to this video? I'm trying to figure out how I can share this. I don't know how to do anything. Oh, there it is. There we go. Sharing that with the world. And here we are. Let's go on Facebook. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get back to the game. So I'm really bummed because I had taped this thing for like 40 something minutes and I never bothered to check to see whether or not I had my microphone on my headset. I had my headset on and I just didn't think to check and make sure that my settings in the encoder had picked up said microphone. And I had just been talking about all these things that I do with Civ and everything. And it was important to me because I want to be able to get feedback from people who play this thing all the time. I've been playing Civ. Oh, I don't even know how long I've been playing Civ. It seems like damn near my whole life. I think I found Civilization. Remember, I bought it at like a GameStop used. Played it on my Super Nintendo, which I still have and occasionally play Sim Ant on. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe 15 years. But I'm not an expert. You know, like I used to go to Civ Fanatics and all those places and, you know, read and do the War Academy and, you know, read stuff. But I just never, like, I think I started going to maybe Chieftain or something and it just did not end well for me. So a lot of times, even today, you'll see that I'm going to play this thing on super easy. Because pretty much for me, what I like to do is take my time, fiddle around with things, you know, build out my territory and, you know, get super advanced with my technology to where hopefully I'm a few steps ahead of the AI to where I've got tanks and they've still got like gorilla, you know, and riflemen, and then I just go and obliterate them. That's what I like to do. I don't know what that says about me psychologically, but you know, it is what it is. With this game, this is Civilization Beyond Earth, which I think came out after Civ 5. I remember my issue with Civ 5 was they added too much shit for me. Religion and all this other shit now had to come into play, and I still don't even know how you found a religion on that damn thing, so I went to Beyond Earth, and I actually found that I really liked Beyond Earth, so that's what I play. By default, Sputnik is easier. You have Mercury, Vostok, Gemini, Soyuz, and Apollo, which is super hard. I play on super easy. I like my game pace to be quick, but you can do these epic marathons and all that stuff. I don't have time for it. Even quick can still take a couple of days of play. Planet size small and accept. So then you can choose who you want to be. Or you can go random. I tend to be the ARC, which basically is America. You have different leaders from different places. You know, this is the one time where I'm not the African Union. I'm trying to think of if I've played as others. I can't remember if I have. Typically when I would play Civ, I would always be Egypt. Always liked them. They were really great at city growth and everything because they brought in the farming traits that they have. And so that's the thing too, is about each character, player that they make, whether it's an AI or a human, they all have traits, which can be advantages and disadvantages. You know, obviously Egypt had advantages, you know, for early civilization, for, you know, primitive technology, you know, like warriors, you know, things from the Stonehenge. As it got into the more modern day and the timeline, then America, you know, Washington and Germany had like the Panzer tank, and we had, you know, our tanks and jets and the bombers and all that. So as you got into more modern days, then these civilizations that are newer had a natural affinity for these types of military units. Because at the end of the day, anybody can build them once they've researched the appropriate science. But, you know, it's just saying that, well, hey, this particular civilization is going to be a little bit more specialized with this particular unit. So what that'll do is it'll make that unit cost less as well. So they can mass produce more of that unit. So there were the advantages for that. I'm not sure what the advantages are with each one of these. I just play the ARC. Covert operations complete 30% faster and require one less intrigue level to attempt. So the ARC's main thing is espionage. But they're also a very industrious type of civilization. It's very American. And so I just play the ARC. Okay. So you can choose kind of what your defaults are going to be in every city that you build. But you can only choose one. So it's saying choose your colonists. So it's kind of like when you start out the game, what are you going to have? Are you going to have refugees, which means you have +2 food, or you're going to have scientists, or you're going to have aristocrats, or you're going to have engineers, you're going to have artists. Normally I either do like food or energy. I think I always just do food by default because sometimes the default terrain is not cool. So you want to make sure that you can grow. And then for the spacecraft, you have different things. You can do the Continental Surveyor, which reveals coasts on the map. You have retrograde thrusters, which gives you a wider area for choosing where to land when you first build your first city. You have the tectonic scanner, which means you don't need to have a certain technology to see petroleum and geothermal and titanium resources, which are deep down in the ground. I think that ground penetrating LiDAR or something like that is a worker action that comes with science. You can begin with 100 energy, so energy is money in this, or you can reveal all the alien nests on the map. I think over the years that I've played this, I've started, you know, I've tried each one of these. The best one for me is this one, the Continental Surveyor. The retrograde thrusters can come in handy, but I think one time I just got royally fucked with that, where like, even with that extra tile, it just wasn't helping. So the coast for me is going to be helpful because it's going to give me an idea of what the map looks like without me even having to explore it. And let me pause here and make sure I'm recording because I can't go through this again. Important things are about to happen. Okay. And make sure there's sound this time. Yes, there is sound. Okay. Yeah. All right, so then we get to choose our cargo. What are we bringing on this ship? So we have hydroponics, which is an extra population. The laboratory, which is pioneering technology, which is the ability to build a settler without having to research that specific science, which is what I'm going to choose. But you could also choose beginning with a clinic, which is helpful for your health. Health is essentially unhappiness. If you've ever played Civ, that's kind of what they replaced it with in, what is this, Beyond Earth. You could begin with a soldier unit, or you can begin with a worker unit. Normally, I would prefer either a worker or pioneering, but with this one, I'm going to do pioneering because one of the virtues that I'm going to get pretty quickly is going to be a worker, so I'm okay. I'm going to get that free worker here in a minute. And so once you put in what you want, then it takes, for some reason, it takes a minute to load. I don't really understand why. I know I can play this offline, but I do know it also tries to use the internet via Steam. But the computer I'm playing on is an iMac that has like 32 gigabytes of RAM, and it really just has no purpose other than this game and like video editing. So it shouldn't be bogged down too much, but for whatever reason, it takes a minute. Okay, so if I would have chosen that one with thruster, it would have given me a little bit more area in the red, so I could choose, I'd have a better selection of where I wanted to land. When you build a city, it automatically replaces the tile, and I think it puts like 2 foods and 1 production in it. So I don't want to get rid of these guys, and if I click there, it'll be like, you're replacing this tile, you sure you want to do that? I'm going to go ahead and Ooh, I kind of want all that. Yeah, I need this culture, so I'm gonna go here. Um, yeah, I kind of lose a production mine, but at the same time, I just gained a mine plus food. So yeah, I'm basically getting food out of a hill, out of a mountain, which isn't normal. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is go snatch up this resource pod because that's going to give me something, some sort of prize. And then we're going to go ahead and get started on production. I'm going to choose the old earth relic because that's going to give me culture and capital points, which are both helpful for various things. It is going to cost me 1 gold per turn though, so you'll see that my thing will be +3 by the time this thing is built. And then we're also going to choose our science. By default, you just start with habitation. Because we chose pioneering on that list, now we can build a settler when I think the city gets to 3 citizens or so. I can build a trade depot and a trade convoy. This would need to be researched if I hadn't selected it when we were building the game. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start with ecology, because if there are any aliens, I want to be able to build this ultrasonic fence. But essentially what you're seeing is my advisors recommending what they would like to see you build. And you have a choice to not do that. So I got 50 gold out of that resource pod and an artifact. Hooray. So right now I'm mining that little skeleton to get another artifact to put into my artifact library. When I have enough artifacts, then I will be able to get some other bonuses. All right, so you have built your thingamajig, so now I got to figure out something else to build. I think what I'm going to go ahead and build on this go around is the trade depot, just so that building's already ready to go. And so then it says found an outpost. For our colony to prosper, we should consider expanding. We should focus our efforts on researching how to create new outposts for the colony. We already have that, so we're getting a quest achieved and received, and we already have it. So now it's going to say we've achieved our objective, I guess, but it needs me to build a new colony, which I will do pretty soon. But now I have a virtue, and this is going to give me 10% growth in every city. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to grow kind of down this here so that I can get more virtues. It'll make the game a little bit easier for me. I'll progress rather quickly if I stay on the right path. See, I heard a noise, so I don't know what that means. Let's see what that's all about. Computer, tell me something. No? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, go away. Close all that. Okay, I see now you do have a little lag, don't you, computer? Just close all this. Close that too. Something happened. Okay. Back to the game. Zoom in. All right, quest decision. What's the issue here? So it'll give you this whole like sob story of what's going on. Some activists calling themselves a private militia have made a citizen's arrest. The criminal in question, a professional biologist by the name of Pierre Petrillo, to the activists, a rogue researcher tampering with a dangerous foreign substance. So he was tampering. He's just experimenting with miasma, the privacy of his own residence. Do we want to know what he's doing? Probably very dirty things. He was claiming that he was learning more about it in an attempt to negate its harmful effects for colonists in the field. So what you need to know is that the miasma kills us. So he's playing with it. You already know he's not black. The militia's stated goal, however, is to prevent activity which could endanger citizens in the new colony. They claim the scientist was using his own body for experimentation. The group destroyed all volatile materials as part of their arrest and has brought the scientist to the doors of a local prison. So I get to choose whether to apprehend the scientist, and I get supremacy and purity points, or free the scientist, and it goes to harmony. So this poor little scientist was just in here trying to do things to make the Ark great again, and my little militia feels like the Ark is already great again, and it don't need to be made great again. So I'm only going to choose apprehend, not because of this story. I learned quickly to ignore all of this, because at the end of the day, that's about ones and zeros. So I'm either going to get points for purity and supremacy, or I'm going to get a point for harmony. I'm going to go with points towards the other two. All right, so, oh, I got a little unit. So the explorer excavated that skeleton, and now I have this alien unit under my control, but I also need to apparently build a recycling building. Now, these quests are annoying. You can do them or you can not do them. It's one of those things where they have things that you can do. If I build this recycler, it seems I'll get this. If I find 2 resource pods, I'll get gifts from home. And if I found an outpost, build a colonist unit, then I'll get something there. And you do have a limited amount of time. They do expire at some point. I'm not sure when. Now, you're fast, so you're going to explore everything. Go. That unit like that is a godsend, because that unit can go over land and water. And so I can use that unit to just explore. It's a free unit, so yay. Good job, Explorer. Way to be. Oh, and to turn into a resource pod. Well, we're going to send you home to re-up, because aliens over there look like they want to jack you up a little bit. All right, older relics, untouched, culture, relics, relics free, relics. All relics free. I need more culture from that, thanks. So the first city improvement that I built, it's giving me the option to either make it free of maintenance or make it produce more culture. I'm making it produce more culture, and then right now I'm selecting that free worker unit that I talked about. Now we can start building, and I'm going to put that thing on autopilot, and we're going to start building. So we're going to do, I'm going to build fast. I need to expand quickly. And then we got to explore all these cities now, because they found something over here. I'm already on like turn 11. I just met this dude. He's just saying hi. I'm ignoring the alien for the time being. It's pretty much if we don't attack them, they don't attack us. That's kind of the way it works. Except for if you get near their nest. They don't like that. That makes them very angry. Ah, of course we do. They'll cock block the resources too, so we're about to build some patrol boats and go on out there. Okay, I'm doing great with the culture. I've already got like 4 virtues, which is good. That's going to help me as I play the game. Okay, so now it's time for the trade depot, so I can choose between the Golden Bell Temple, which gives me 1 food, 1 energy, and 2 culture, or 3 food, 1 culture. I'm going to go with the Hakima Station. So I'm going to create a queue here. I'm going to have it build that convoy, and a colonist, and then this fence. I'm going to do 2 patrol boats. That should be enough for now. Get them out there exploring, combined with my little alien that runs around. At some point, I'll build a little soldier unit so I can start going in these little dwellings and start achieving that quest. Oh, you see that? Go there. So because I've hit a level 1 on supremacy now, I can upgrade my unit. So my unit was a soldier, now it can be a marine. I'm going to have it do the healing because when it's not moving, it can automatically heal. And so much like the United States Marines, where we just, train them and leave them to fend for themselves, we're going to be doing the same thing here on the alien planet. And so I will build a soldier. I'll most likely receive a soldier when I build a new colony. Now, upgrading this boat, the cutter is pretty expendable. They're like little pawns. As you saw, it only takes me 4 turns to build one. You can build a whole bunch of them. They move fast. So I'm going to give him an upgrade that's going to give him melee strength because he's mostly just going to be bare-knuckle brawling out there in the ocean. Over time, it'll upgrade into other things. So that's the cool thing about the game, too, is that your units can upgrade as you go along. So you don't have to, build a new unit. Because I think there were some previous civilization upgrades involved you spending money to actually upgrade that unit. And so if you didn't have the money to upgrade the unit, sometimes you would just have to build that unit, and then you'd have this old, obsolete, unit, and then this brand new tank. It was just one of those things. Okay. So the red stands for purity, which is up here in the upper left-hand corner. These are the affinity levels, but this is also the way the rest of the AIs, the rest of the world interacts with you. So like it says, this is your dominant affinity. Its influence is felt across your society, and military and other leaders will react to it. So right now, I've established supremacy, so they know that I'm basically saying, I'm ready to fight. That could be pros and cons depending on the temperament and personalities of the others, aka the zodiac signs. Everybody's different. As a human, I can kind of control what I'm going to do. I don't really engage in trade with the others. There has to be something really lucrative for me to trade, but that is kind of the key to survival is trade. In some ways, you could say I'm like Trump when I play this game. I just cut everyone off, and I'm just very myopic, and I'm like, we're building what we're building. Everybody else can fuck off, because that's essentially what he's doing. So I'm going to go ahead and go with chemistry so I can get this submarine. I want to have a submarine to have him go explore because he can pretty much explore in stealth mode as long as he's not, too close to another alien unit. They can move around without detection this early in the game, which will be helpful. There are units that they make that can see, submarines, like the destroyers and stuff like that. They can see submarines. We're going to put you on autopilot. Okay, she's saying hello. What had popped up beforehand was I was getting ready to enter into her territory. So it was saying, do you want to declare war on her? And I think this thing, entering, no, I don't. I don't want to declare war right now. So you have to call that off when that happens. Otherwise, you'll be at war with somebody super early in the game, which to me is ill-advised. Okay, go there. It's telling me about agreements that are available, but I just talked about how I don't trade with anybody really. So it's another aspect of the game that can be helpful to you. I remember in the early civilizations, it was actually really helpful if you had a really dumb AI. You could trade, something that maybe the AI didn't understand that you needed, but at certain points, you get to a point where it knows, what's up. So, but I'm in easy mode, so the AI isn't really messing with me too much, and the AI are the other opponents, not only just the aliens, but Ard. So like in the higher levels of the game, by now, just by turn 28, these motherfuckers might have like 5 cities and an army that's ready to just destroy my one little city that I'm like struggling to get going. And so that's what makes it difficult, is like when you go up in these other levels, you basically have to come straight out the gate, just military. Like I've tried the other levels back when I was playing the other older versions of Sim, and I remember like the first time I got killed. And then the next time I built my city and I just started building like warriors and spearmen just immediately. Like we weren't researching science at all. We were researching it, but we didn't have enough points to do it quickly. So the game does have those nuances, and there are people that have like mastered this and know exactly what to do, and they play it on its hardest settings, and I don't understand it. I kind of wish I did, but I think it takes more time and reading than I have the patience to do. Health is unhappiness, basically, in this version of Civ. So you want to make sure your health stays high so that you're not becoming stagnant. You know, low health, aka unhappiness, can make it to where your city stops producing. All right, so now we're gonna go to that station, great, and then next we have a colony coming, so everything's working out great. I got this alien hanging by, which means I'm going to build a fence after this because he's hanging out too close. And so this fence will do 2 things. It's already in my queue, okay. It'll make a little baby perimeter here, so it repels them, so they want to go away. You can basically make it further out, and that way they stay further away, or you can make it protect your trade convoy, which just took off to this station here. You're going to want to make it protect your trade convoy because there's nothing more annoying than having to keep building trade convoys because they've been attacked by aliens and killed. Great, I got an alien. Explore. Now I have 2 alien units that can explore for me. That is fantastico. We're going to go ahead and grab some more artifacts while we still have some excavations left. I have 2 more expedition models. After this one, I will have 1. And then I'll need to return to the city to reset my queue back to 4. That's just telling me there's still an alien hanging around there. I have a new artifact that got discovered, and now I have the Pharma Lab plus another station. So at this point, I kind of now need to build like 3 cities in order to get all these labs, but I may not be able to because this guy, that Slavic guy we met earlier, he might be building a trade depot that's going to get to that. I really want to go there, but I don't have a soldier right now, and that's kind of scary. I can't build this close to this lab. I can kill this lab, which would be silly, so I'm going to build here even though it's ill-advised, just so I get a colony down. And the next colony I build, I'm going to build over here. So I'm not going where they're recommending me to go because that's too far off into darkness and the abyss, and I don't want to lose this colonist unit that I just built. As soon as I put this colonist unit up, provided that alien doesn't kill it right there, I should get a soldier, which will now allow me to have a military unit on the land to go do that mission I need to do. I'm going to purchase some workers because I feel like I need more workers because I do. I only have 2 right now. Okay, get out of the water. Good job. Go. You can go right here. We will give you that's correct. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of extra land to work with. Okay, so there's a huge alien nest right there, which means I'm going to keep having to deal with these assholes. I may have to take out that nest. That's going to cause problems for me with the units that I do have out there. especially my Explorer units. But they're going to keep spawning from here, and at some point they're probably going to try to attack. But for now, the mission is to start going through and excavating all of this. And I'm going to see if I can build another worker. If not, okay. No? All right, I can't do anything right now. I don't have enough cash. But what I can do is maybe increase production a bit. Go faster. Actually, you know, I can grow more. Grow faster. Oh yeah, that's good. This is going to give me some growth too. Those virtues are really great. We went from 5 turns on that submarine now to 3 because of it. Oh, he's mad at me. He's not declaring war though. He's just saying stop expanding. Yeah, and that'll happen too. They get mad when you grow. And so now I got to keep an eye out for him, because if his military advisor says that his military is stronger than mine, he'll come and declare war. So we may be in a situation where I'm going to build that 3rd colony, and then we're going to start building up our military and start fighting and doing little skirmishes with the aliens. So this is where now we can reverse the polarity on my fence so that my trade convoys won't be attacked and my aliens will be forced to stay away. I'll have to build one here in Axiom once Axiom becomes a colony. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's a big-ass kraken. That's bad. Stay away from me. Submarine, run to the ice. I'm going to build some workers because I only take 2 turns. So I'm going to build one for the time being. We're starting our quest, and so I did 1 alien city. I have 5 total to do, so there's number 2 right there.
We've all come a long way. I welcome you on behalf of the North Sea Alliance.
Okay, thanks, guy. Oh, I think I turned the volume down in the game settings. All right, we researched physics, so I got to find some more things to research. We're going to go ahead and get this survey out of the way because there's only 7 turns. And we're going to do this power system because they always do this and build this, and I need it. Yeah, I need this instead of the AI. I know the AI always build this fucking thing first. And the Stellar Codex. It always beats me to these. I don't really pay attention to these the way I should with the wonders. The wonders are important. Okay. So I got a few sciences queued up, so it won't keep asking me. Now this is an alien version of artillery. The little bugs can shoot at you from its little island right there. So we're going to skedaddle, because it looks like he may have actually already hit us. The Kraken is still hanging around. So is a little alien, but basically, like I said, it creates just a little barrier here, whereas if I chose the other way around, it would repel even further, but he won't want to come any closer than that, and we'll just eat shit on that tile. That's fine. And I'm going to send this worker. I want you to build a road to this city. That's going to take some time. And we're going to build this reactor so I can get some money right now, so I can do some other things. Yes, I know you can attack. Okay, you. No, come back. Okay. All right. Okay, now there's another station that's popped up, but I need you to go get that. And the Kraken has now, 2 Krakens have come into the territory and fucking me up. I can start to attack, but it's not going to do shit. So that's why I'm going to abstain. Shit. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, spotted. So the submarine down in the lower left corner, it says spotted. So when you get close to things like this, then they can see you. But if it moves, it's invisible from them. But that's the way it works, is when you're kind of near a unit, it can see you. But he can run off in the ice too, but I'm going to make him explore. He won't be bothered too much. Alright, let's go this way. Virtue. I think I need my colony to grow faster, so wait, hold on. How close are we to this? Oh, we're close. But I need my outposts to grow faster. I need them to speed up their growth. That road will help, but the road's going to take a long time. I could send the worker there, and they could just do it. And just work on the tile right then and there. But, oh yeah, you're boxed in. Okay. Like, I can send him there and have him start working those tiles. That'll also help speed up the growth. The Kraken's back. It's fucking with me. You guys fucking with me, but that's fine. We're gonna stay the course we're on because I just don't want to fight with the aliens right now. Okay, I'm getting a lot of alien units now by excavating those skeletons. Oh, you're out of... Yeah, you can't do shit. Go home. Go home, Rainbow. So my explorer has explored all he can for the time being. He has to come back to re-up. So I'm going to go ahead and buy another one and get that one out the door and get it going. I have enough diplomatic capital now where I actually need to establish my personality traits. So I need to do that. So by default, we're already pretty good with covert operations, which is espionage for when we get to that point in the game. Right now, we're not there yet. So there's something I can do military-wise where I can have it gain science when I'm killing in combat. And so that's typically what I tend to do, either science or culture. I think I actually end up doing culture now because I think in one of the virtues in military has I get science when I kill something. I'll get 100% of the alien life form's base strength, so I can get 5 extra science, and that'll add up to my Q, and it'll help me research faster. Sometimes I'll double up on that, and I'll do the science aspect of it as well, so I'm just getting a shit ton of science when I kill, but I think I started to set it up to where I get science and that culture. So I'm going to go ahead and select that now and boost that up because I really want to get these affinities up, which means I'm getting ready to start fighting soon. So get that trade. Okay, you're here. Okay, let's get a trade depot going for you so we can see if we can get that station. So this thing has been built now, which is great. As you can see, this road is going to take forever, so that's why I sent that unit off. You are here. I don't like that you're in my territory, but we're going to still chill for a second because, like you've seen, if I don't attack them back, they don't keep attacking. I've got too many things out everywhere. They could be attacking these guys that I'm basically using to scout this thing quickly and free. They could attack my explorer. They could be attacking my marine. There's all sorts of things that they could be doing that I don't want them to do right now. I just want to be able to get out of here and do stuff, but in a few turns here, I'm going to be fighting pretty soon, I can tell. Especially with this nest right here. There's just too many of them. I have to get rid of that nest for sure. Okay, go this way. Sometimes putting that unit out there too can kind of make them back off. And even if they attack that unit, those guys of this size, they won't kill my, what is this thing called? They won't kill my gunboat. It's an artillery boat. But this Kraken can obliterate it. The Kraken is just huge. It's 70 hit points, okay? It's just ginormous. Okay, we're not going to fight them just yet. Hold tight, everyone. Okay, and so now it looks like my workers are starting to descend upon Axiom. They're making their way to Axiom, which it looks like we have to go all the way around this station in order to get there. So they're going to get there and start improving this because apparently that is now the priority to them. One of them I sent here and I already have it working. The other one is building a road, and the other two have come on their own volition because the AI has determined, the computer has determined that work needs to be done there. All right, so I have the gunboat set for alert, so anytime the alien comes near, it's going to wake up. So that's why it keeps popping up every turn to say, hey, something's right here. If I put it on fortify, it will not alert me to anything. You should go this way. Sometimes the downside when you set things on Explorer, they will run like side by side. And I kind of need you to advance and figure out this area here for me while that one goes down there. And so the downside of the exploration, in fact, I'm going to manually take these guys. I'm going to manually take control of you too because I can't stand this. Sometimes I'll turn it off and just override them and send them to a place I need them to go because I see things that I want to grab really quickly, and then they can go back on their exploration because their job is to uncover every square inch of the map. So they'll go all the way up off in the ice and shit because they're stupid. All right. Okay, we're going to fortify you now because I'm tired of you waking up. So now the ship has been fortified, so it's not going to wake up. The thing can attack the shit out of it, and it's not going to tell me anything, other than the screen might be like, oh, we're under attack. I'm going to let you heal for a second, and, yes, let's go this way. So I have a second submarine now. That is helpful. I'm not going to move this gunboat over here because, like I said, the Kraken will just kill it, and the gunboat is too special to just lose all willy-nilly. It's an artillery naval unit. Another base is coming in. I'm going to go with the culture because culture just is really helpful for getting all these virtues. After a while, the virtue, every time you do a virtue, it just like takes even more, like more time to do one. So that's also why when I do start fighting these aliens, I'm going to be grabbing culture when I kill them. Okay, well, grab that. Yes, good job. That gave me research. And we're going to run here. Okay, there's a bunch of them over there right now, so we're going to spread my units out a little bit. They're probably going to attack a little bit because I'm around there. Meanwhile, I got that free one that's flying around getting the map as well for me. You are done here. We've seen all this go here. So now I'm going to override that one and tell it where to go. I'm going to have this expedition start going. This cutter is going to go here. And I'm going to put you in the water. Okay, so now this is where we got a lot of different things going on. I got units out this way. I've got a potential war getting ready to brew over here at Axiom. And so while I have time, I'm going to... Oh, it's not what I want. We'll build a farm, get some more food going so this thing can grow. I'm going to build some more units out of here, and then we're going to make our way here and take out this nest, which will stop the AI from spawning out of this nest. There's these two nests that are still here. They could be gone by the time I get there. It all depends on how militant they are. I see them moving a settler and a unit now, so they're going to expand. Ooh, they're getting oil. Shit. Damn. He's going to get a good plot down there that I didn't see because all I had was this. At the time, I think this wasn't revealed to me, so that's great territory right there. That's going to be a resource that's helpful. He and I are going to fight at some point, especially if I keep expanding because he's going to get mad. So I'm going to make my workers work faster. I'm going to sacrifice getting to perfect health up here because I need some things down here. I don't really need the free colonist unit, but I might just take it, just get the virtue and max out. Then I'm probably going to have to take a break and start focusing on virtue points for my military so that I can get to the science, so I can earn science when I kill units. At that point, I will have no choice but to start killing because it'll just be a waste of virtue if I don't. I just chose a random upgrade for it when it's flanking. Now, my boat is a cruiser. It has built more strength. My gunner the mobile little artillery guys. In the submarine, you're going to need terrain. I want you to have more strength when you're attacking other ships. Okay. I can also skip those upgrades too. So as I get more, what do I call these? The purity and supremacy, all that stuff, the affinities, then it will, the upgrades for the units will be like hybrids. Like, especially if I have harmony, it'll be like a little bit of alien technology combined, and so the ships will look all funky. It's interesting what they do with that. Okay, so it looks like there's an alien nest right there. You can kind of tell by the way they just kind of sit on top of it, but you can kind of see the outskirts of it. That's their nest, but also when you mouse over it, up in the corner, it tells you it's an alien nest. So that's how you know that's that. And you can mouse over terrain that you've uncovered, and it'll tell you what everything is. Like, that's fiber, and then there's plains and a river. Technically, I need to be building along this river. That would make me grow very quickly, and I might do that now that I see that there. Yeah, I can. If I can start building along all of this, I can grow very quickly. Because something about clean water just, you know, makes civilizations grow fast. Because I don't have to build towards the sea. In fact, building towards the sea sometimes can be your death sentence, because you don't need soldiers or marines to take coastal cities. I can build a shit ton of patrol boats and just bombard, and take over that city. When you're landlocked, you have to come in with hard land units, and so that makes it a little bit more challenging. Okay, we're going to have you explore. Oh, yeah, go there. A lot of stations are popping up. I need you to go here, and you can go down here. Okay, and you're up here like I asked you to, so go ahead and go there. Great, and then go there. And skip. Okay. I don't think the flying one can do these. There's some units that can't get in there and examine that, so I'm not sure that they can, but there's other things I can have that little fly do for the time being. There's another alien nest right there. I guess they're almost always in Phyrexite. Okay, ultrasonic fence. You're going to build a trade convoy, and then I'm going to have you build an ultrasonic fence. That'll solve that problem. In the old Earth relic, we're going to change you to heavy production because you're kind of slow. I'm going to change you off of growth into production as well, and we're going to move on and get going here. I need another colony. And now you're going to explore again, and we're going to go ahead and hold off on that. Yeah, go that way. There's a nest right there, so those nests will also give me artifacts when I kill them, but what will happen is if I start killing nests, see how we're green right now? That means we're cool. We'll advance to orange and then red very quickly. Red means they'll pretty much kill me on sight. I'm going to put that worker back on automation, and right now, okay, so now I can see whether or not this fly can actually go into a mine and do something. And that'll refresh my memory on that. We're not fighting yet. I'm not where I need to be in terms of military units and everything to be fighting. I need to build more patrol boats. I do have these guys out here, but they'll get obliterated out here once we get into war. The aliens will attack the shit out of them and they'll be done. They're not much anything. But now they're spread far enough apart to where putting them on Explorer on autopilot will work out better. But the advantage of having both of them kind of side by side is they can kind of help defend one another. So if something is fighting them, say it's like one alien, I can have the other attack and that'll kind of help the other one survive. Okay, so now I know I'm getting ready to do some shit. This will give me more production. So I'm going to build that recycler, and then after that, it's units time. So I'm going to build 2 more cruisers and then a whole bunch of cutters. And I forgot I need a colonist, so we're just going to buy one. That's the advantage of that money, is I can just buy shit. Deter them, do this. Yeah, we need some harmony. Oh no, we have 2 harmony and 1. Okay, we're going to do purity. The reason why these harmonies is like that is probably quests that I've done, and then science. When you build the science, it'll help build your affinity toward those. Help that purity get up there. You kind of want to try to have them even. Oh, wow, I can do 5 modules. Okay, cool. And also, I don't want to fight yet because I want... Oh, you can go into mines. Okay. I want my explorers to be able to run around without having to have protection as well. Because explorers are really easy to kill. And so that's just an easy kill for the aliens. Or the AI if I was fighting with them. Did he build down there? He sure as fuck did. Alright. So we said we were going to build over this way. I'm probably going to build right here because I want this resource of this petroleum. That's what he got down here. Yeah, he got 5 on him. Because he's mined it. I'll get someone I mine it. I'll get 5 too. It'll come in handy for whatever military unit I need to build. And so I'm kind of at that point of no return now where we're going to have to go ahead and stop exploring, bring you back home, find the other submarine, bring it back home, and now it's time to start destroying these alien nests. I really don't want to lose those units, those alien units that I have, but I kind of have no choice. But I might be really close to actually being done with that quest, so I might go ahead and do it. So I got a free level. I'm going to go with purity, even though it's so close to getting its own. Okay, supremacy. We'll just keep building that up. So now I'm at level 4. When that purity, I think, hits level 2, then I'll get, I think I'll get another veteran upgrade quest. Okay, so this one is where it's critical. If I had low health, then the extra health from clinics would be great because a clinic will then produce 2 health. But this can also provide care for defense workers, meaning I can get 15 city hit points from the clinics, which means I know there's one where one is the offensive points for how much damage my city does, because they do have that, like +1 range kind of thing, but they also have hit points for how much defense my city has by default. And there are other defensive buildings that can be built as you progress more in technology. I'm going to go ahead and make it harder. You know, I'm going to have 15 hit points from cities that have those clinics. So the clinic is now going to provide, where am I? The city is now going to provide defense for me. It's going to expand my hit points. How many of these are left? Damn it, I don't know how many of these I've done. Oh, there's the last ones right there. Where's that fly? You can get there fast. Go here. I have to be careful because if I don't time this right, then my fly will be getting hit up by some aliens if they're over that way. Okay. So I'm getting ready to do this pullback because I want to start messing these guys up. If these nests are empty, I'm going to go ahead and take them out now. And we're bringing you back, and we're bringing you back. So those two will run that way. This one can still do what it's doing, and this one's going to need to get the heck out of Dodge. I need that purity. Build 3 soldier units, okay. So in order to get a bonus, I need to build 3 soldier units. At some point, I'll do it. Okay, so here's you. We're going to build here if I can. Take that, and we're going to get him out of here. He's that miasma. The aliens aren't saying that's that miasma hurting him. I do have him on that thing where when he stops moving, he'll start to automatically heal, but he's going to be attacked pretty bad if he stays in there once I start fighting. Which, by the looks of everything, it's going to happen in the next 10 turns. Ah, Kraken. Now, this is where they have fucked up quests, where they're like, destroy the Red Sun, which is like one of your trade depots, you know, a place that you can get. Oh, somebody already killed those nests. That must have been him. I don't want to kill these guys. You know, they provide... Oh, well, someone already killed him. Okay. Where's my trade? Damn it. I should have a trade convoy that has nothing to do because that station that I had nearby is gone. Okay, we're gonna need to heal. We're gonna take more money from the reactors. Okay, so now it's time for me to look at my artifacts and see. I have a bunch, so there's a couple of things I can do to help my little society out. Some of this you kind of have to mix and match because sometimes when you match them together, it's like utter garbage. They'll do one that's like, for one turn, all enemy defenses are weakened, and it does you no good if you're not at war with somebody and in a position to like fuck them up really badly in one turn. I'm going to take this bathhouse because all units can heal 100% after one turn. So that's going to be great. You can also get certain bonuses by combining like an alien with an old Earth and a progenitor. Those are the 3 categories, and it'll kind of give you some cool stuff. Artifacts discover more often. Don't care about that right now. Seas can be bombarded through terrain obstacles. Yeah, sometimes I like that, but we're going to keep going. Okay, so that's... This worm thing is probably doing that. Sometimes you just mix and match like it's something I really like. Production of rubber unit close to your city strike range. I'll take that. I know this one's powerful. Let's see. No? This worm is doing that. Covert operations speed. Interesting. Cities can bombard. All units gain. There we go. Vapor shield. That's perfect. All units gain 100% defense when embarked. Like everything. My workers. Everybody has a shield now. That is critical. So that's why sometimes it's good to play mix and match. So now I only have 2. If you have 2, you can load them in here and you can have it complete the research and it's just going to give you this. I don't want to do that. There are more artifacts to be discovered. In fact, my explorer is doing something right now. Okay, so now we finally have a new virtue and this is where we're going to start working on our might. So now the first thing it's going to do is give me 50% more experience points from combat. I'm still going to hold out just a little bit longer because these nests are already gone, which means I just need to get rid of that nest. And I might get rid of that nest and skirmish with them a little bit, but I run the risk of them turning orange and then red, which means we're just going to fight every time they see me. And they're already lined up pretty heavy here. I don't like that, so we're going to fight now. We're fighting. Because I don't like them. I need that worker to heal for a second. Ah, okay. My cruiser showed up just in time of being built. So now I've taken them out. I should have gotten some culture from killing him. I can't get the science just yet because I haven't gotten to the virtue. Oh, also these I can kill and they'll give me some things too. So I'll start working on that. I'm going to sneak in there if I can. Shit, they're going to kill him. Oh, he survived. Amazed. I am absolutely amazed. Yep, that's what I talked about. If I put that thing into the den, as soon as I take this nest, they're going to be mad. Okay, now run. And I knew that once I put him in there, that was going to put him in danger, so let me get him. That's 2 turns, yeah. Get it. Ah, fuck. Ah, he's in a bad place. Heal. Please heal. Don't kill him. Oh, shit, go get that. It's worth sacrificing him to get that research pod so they can get it. You're taking too long to get there. We're going to start shooting this and kill that. We're going to come in there and kill that. Okay, they're attacking me, so we're going to move out of here. Now we're orange, so now we're in a situation where we are officially fighting. They're upset with me. They see me. They want to fight. I'm fighting them actively. We're going to attack them wholeheartedly because now at this point I'm trying to gain culture. The faster I gain that culture, the more virtue points I have so that I can get to that point where now I'm getting science as well, which will help speed up my science research, even though it seems to be doing pretty well because all that stuff I told it to build, it has built. Yep, and robotics is down to 11, so that's good. Okay, we'll build what you want, and then we'll build computing. There are advantages to completing a technology tree as well, so I'm going to go ahead and knock those out. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So we kind of started fighting a little prematurely, so it's got me in a rock in a hard place a little bit here. We're going to try to let you heal a bit. Kill him. I'm going to take this explorer and take him back. Get him to safety. All right, we're going to sink you. Give me culture. 3 experience. You gave me 12 culture. That's what we want. So we're building that culture much more rapidly. God, I just need to get this, and I should be done. So I need him to heal quickly, and he's going to take a while to heal because he's not inside my city limits. Ugh. Let's go. Good. Kill him. That's going to give me 12. We're at 154 now, and like by the next turn, we will be ready. Okay, you come over here. You come over here. We're just going to basically blast the shit out of these guys. Take no prisoners kind of approach. Obliterate them. Get rid of that nest, most importantly, so they don't spawn. He can't really fuck with this. It's still an outpost trying to find its way. I'll take the science from the farmer labs, so that'll be great because when I build one, then it will be beneficial. I sent you home. Go home. Shit. So we were green, and I'm still fighting them. Oh, reinforcements are coming. Yes. Get there. Okay. Oh, we're getting there, getting closer. Now we have that, and so I need one more, and then I just got a free virtue. Now I have my science. Let the killing begin. Worker speed is always vital, because if I can build more, I can have less workers. I went ahead and healed him because he was too low. Now I can kill this damn nest. Good. Okay, now we're red. See, I took out 2 nests and killed a whole bunch of his family, so now he hates me, so we're going to go ahead and snuff him the fuck out too. Let's go. Who's gonna try to hit him? Now I could send them over there to fuck him up. They can bombard, as can they. So I'll send you there. We're sending him after him. And I got everybody's on the move right now. He needs to heal, so he's going there. So, and I still, yes, you have healed enough for me to get that quest done. I think that is the last one. I hope so. I remember there was only supposed to be 5 of them. Go there. There's only supposed to be 5 of them, so I'm going to send him there. Shit. You can kill him. Great. I see there's more nests I need to take care of. Okay. Oh, fuck. Everybody over here. Okay. Kill this thing quickly, and everyone go here. Artillery can take care of that. You can start bombarding that. You can go here and heal. And submarine, you can go here and bombard that. So now we're just moving around and just clearing out the area. This is giving me culture as well as science, plus veterancy as well for them. I just need that. It killed something. Oh, they killed one of my alien units. Okay, we did it. We got that last one. Now I can send you to safety over here. Or down here. And you're kind of fucked right now, Marine, so we're going to put you in a position to where you can get out of this. I'm going to put you right here for the time being. Heal you. You're going to go here and re-up. Even though you have 2 left, you're going to go here and kill. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got to... You've got to heal real quick, and we've got to kill him, and we've got to kill him, and then you're going to go here. And so now I'm going to take out these alien units rather than worrying about these little pod thingies, because these units can move and these pod things can't. They can't do shit but just sit there. Okay, a new city was built. Hooray. Axiom. So now here's where we're getting to where the city can do defense points and hit points. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, so their defense, like Axiom is 22, so I can get another 18 on city defense by building a rocket battery, which is going to be like 40 is what the shield will be at. And then the hit points is the amount of like life that that city has from being under attack. So like right here is our hit points. I don't know what it takes for it to tell me out of how many hit points it has, but that's essentially what it is. Please return the map. So I'm going to start working on that city defensive infrastructure. In addition, oh, I need these wonders. So the wonder is more important. Our work is reached by 8. Panopticon range for one site. Okay, we'll start with the Panopticon because that's 15. And the other city is going to have to do the Stellar Codex. And because it's not going to take that long, we're going to break up the production queue just a little bit here. I honestly don't even need that cutter right now. I need to build those before somebody else does. So that's why I'm making a change. I need to hit him, or I need to hit him. Move right there. You guys need to hurry the fuck up. They want to be an ally, and I'm not in the mood. I need to check on my Marine. Ooh, I could kill you. Yes. How's my Marine doing? Okay, he's doing good, which means we're gonna start fighting. Fight him. Good job. And we got our science and everything else that we needed from that. You attacked me clearly, so we're gonna snuff you out. We're gonna grab that, and we're gonna come over here and help them out because that seemed like too many things going on. You're going to attack this thing here. You're going to veteran up and attack that thing, and then you're gonna go heal. Where's the ship I had heal? Go here and attack that. I need you to attack him. I want to take the units out. Like, the nest can sit there, and what sucks is another player can come through and swipe my nest, but I'd rather kill these units right now and get what I need than worry about these nests. Like, I can send them after the nests. That's not the end of the world. Well, I'm doing it anyway. Alright, so my Marine's pretty strong, so I'm going to have him start fucking up these aliens, and I'm probably going to take out this nest. And it's going to be a slow game here doing that because there's too many of them and I only have one Marine. Oh, I forgot I sent you here. You can go back out into the world now. 5 modules. Go explore. Shit. That was a bad idea. We gotta move. I gotta get him down here. That artillery could have taken him out and I would have lost him on some dumb shit. So I'm gonna pull him back, probably pull him back here and let him heal and go from there. Right now, I'm all about my affinities. You can always just build more diplomatic capital and change all of this. So right now, I'm going to go about that culture. The faster I can get these virtues, the better. They're very helpful. I need to build more cities, too, while I'm at it. Now it's time for me to build the spy agency. So now you're adding yet another thing that I have to like keep up with and take care of, which is the espionage. I want this Marine to be okay, so I'm going to provide some support over here off the coast, a little artillery to help him out. That'll also clear up a lot of this so that I can so now you're going to be attacking along the coast, killing these units. You'll be meleeing out. I'll use my submarines also to provide shore bombardment. We're going to bombard these aliens and grab this culture. And try my best to keep my little alien unit alive for the time being, because it can do other things, like it can escort a colonist or whatever. So it's a good little free unit that, you know, I wouldn't be losing anything from the fight, the action. I don't know the benefits of building it in your capital, but I try to always build the spy agency inside of my capital. But I can build that Xenomath bathhouse here, which would be cool, because then my units can heal in one turn, which would really make this my healing depot, so that's great. Yeah, and the cool thing about having those bonuses is that when they attack me and kill themselves, I still get those points. So it doesn't matter. My city can attack as well and kill things and absorb points, so there's all sorts of great, wonderful bonuses that come along with the personality traits that I chose. Okay. I wish there was a default that I could say, hey, all cities need to focus on production, but it seems like I have to do it for each city manually. Okay, I think we're done here, so I'm gonna get my submarines back on exploration. They alone can go explore this continent, and then the rest of us are gonna fight. At some point, I'm gonna build some soldier units and get these nests, because I'm supposed to build 2 more soldier units anyway. But we're gonna go ahead on with our mission and do this. Nope, I'm not joining forces with you. When you get to cooperating, it basically makes your borders open, and they get all nosy and be all up in your shit, and I'm not having it. I may not kill this nest because I realize this is a great way to harvest culture and science. So I'm going to kill these guys and let them spawn more. But I'm going to go ahead and save this nest. I can't set on it because it's on miasma, but I can stay around it, and then hopefully the yellow guy, Copros, hopefully he doesn't come around. Hi. I'm playing Civ. I'm playing Civ. My computer game. And I'm live streaming. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. Mwah. Bye. We're gonna leave him right there in case that alien tries to come from our marine. He's gonna get blasted. I might be able to kill him now if I can position myself right, but he might be just a little out of my range. I need to build some tac jets, some jets, so I can just do an aerial. Okay, finally I can do the less negative health. That's gonna help keep me where I need to be balanced. And we're gonna keep moving forward, flushing out these alien nests. Like now we're just gonna move around the world, just flushing out alien nests for the time being, just keep grabbing science and culture. And at the same time, I'm going to let these guys heal for a second. He's coming over this way. Oh, he expanded over that way. Oh, he wants to fight. He took territory that should have been mine. But he don't have nothing, so I can see why I did that. But that's fine. I can start buying tiles so that this will stop him from doing that. I have some money to expand around so that he can't be all up in here the way he's trying to be. And that'll piss him off too. It's a little game that you can play on procuring territory. And okay, so now I'm in like fighting mode, plus I still need to build the cities. I've built a decent naval fleet. I was gonna try to attack that nest, but it looks like they're rolling pretty deep in there. So we're gonna try to get out of here. I need to actually I'm gonna stop chasing the aliens for the time being. We did a good job, and I'm gonna bring everybody back home. I need to focus back on building more cities. Oh, okay. You want to chase. All right. Yeah, they're still not attacking. He's healing. Oh, now he showed up. Okay. So I can kill this siege worm. I think that campaign might still be open. I can put him inside of here. The cool thing about that too is you can put, I'm going to set you here so we can see what's going on. You can put an artillery-based naval unit inside your city, so now you essentially have 2 artillery units inside your city as well. So I can put, oh, you're already there. I can put you inside the city and attack that worm for when it comes close by. I just took away his support. We're going to kill him. Oh, we didn't kill him. Okay, everybody come back. You go here and support my marine, because I forgot. And when I pulled that first one off, come back, come back, come back. You're going to sit and be a warning so I can see what's going on out here. So that's the cool thing about those alien units. You can kind of set them out as sentries so you can see what's going on. And okay, so now my spy thing has been built, spy headquarters. So we're going to increase the chance of operational success. So now we're in a situation where we can start deploying spies to other countries, as well as deploying them at home to thwart other attacks. And this is where you never really know what's going to happen when you land a spy somewhere. You might stumble upon a quest or something where it's like, oh, get this dossier. Hostile takeover failed. Yeah, it's gone. Palatine is gone. I still need to build 3 soldier units if I want to do this quest. I need to build an alien preserve if I want that. And I need to establish a network in Cabrost. Okay. So, and then I need to kill that siege worm. So I just sent those spies somewhere. I don't think I sent any to Cabros. So what I'm going to have to do is abort you, and we're going to send you to Cabros first to go pick up that dossier. Okay. So this is where you start to get, oh, everyone can build a Xenomath bath? Oh, that's great. We're going to build that. So that Xenomath bathhouse allows me to let all my units heal in one turn when they come into town. So we're going to take advantage of that. And yeah, I'm going to send him over here so we have some eyes so we can see what's going on. I need to kill this worm. Okay. Worm, please go away. There we go. I'll start chipping away and attacking the worm. I will probably also buy some more tile to stave off Cabros. This one doesn't have that feature like the other one where when the culture's close, you can kind of take their border, you know, because you're so close you can kind of fight in the boundary lines. He's having a hell of a fight over there with that nest. Damn. Okay, we're going to use you now to build 3 soldier units, which are the Marines, I believe. So build a Marine, and then I want you to build a Marine, and that should satisfy this quest, and I should be good to go. I'm going to pull you out of there. Okay, so you guys are back. We're going to send you down here. So that's the one thing it does. It seems like they take their sweet ass time coming back home when you tell them to come back home. It just seems like it takes them forever to move anywhere when you tell them to come back. Okay, he's got to be close enough to be killed at this point. Come on now. New city for robots? Is that what that shit said? I still want to try this out and start building up this riverbank. So after you build your marine, I want you to build me a colonist. And apparently you need a trade convoy too. And yeah. Okay, so my spies have landed. It doesn't really tell you when they've landed, so you just have to keep an eye on it. So now I'm going to establish my network. That's going to give me like basic information, but you can go in there without establishing a network and just go and try to pull off espionage things like stealing science or money. There's certain levels of what they call city intrigue, meaning the vulnerability of the city, that has to be in place in order. I really can't hit him. In order for, okay, that's fine. Go get that nest because he was stupid and left it. I don't know what happened to the worm, so we'll deal with that later. Oh, fuck. All right, come on. I really can't believe I can't hit that, like, at all. You're right there. It's kind of a trap, though. I'm putting the Marine in, but he should be okay. So you can't just go in like immediately and try to be like, you know, overthrow city, take it over. There has to be a certain level of intrigue that has to be there with espionage in order for you to do that. Okay, we're sending you back up. You have to come this way. Okay. So it takes time, and it also is just how, it depends on, I think, their science, their culture, a lot of things. Okay, we got the dossier, so let's get that back to the base, to the headquarters. So right now I can steal energy, or science. As you can see, is level 1, level 2, and I don't have that higher city intrigue. But right now, level 0 is always this in science. So I'm going to steal energy from Citadella and science from Deep Castle. If it's successful, it may not be successful. It kind of tells you your odds down there when you do it. It's really early. I don't think anybody really has their espionage game on point yet. So I think I can get away with we're gonna go ahead and start fighting. If push comes to shove, I'll pull him out of here. I need to neutralize this nest for a minute because there's too many of them right now. And I'm sending him another shit. I'm sending him reinforcements. Okay, go there. All right, you've got to run, and you're. I think my dog wants to come in. Gosh, of course you're. Yeah, well, you've got to run interference for him so he can get the fuck out of here. Go there. I kind of need to send him over here. And we're going to send the other one over here as well. And we're going to make one more. I don't know what was up with that quest. Yeah, we're doing the dossier. We are trying to build 3 soldier units. It says 2 have been built. So I'm building another one. And these can't do shit. So we'll send them up the coast and see what's going on over here. And we're just going to set these guys on alert. I don't have shit for them to do for the time being. I technically could tell them to go explore. That'll help. I might go do that. Yeah, I'm going to have them go do something so they're not lying around idly. You're going to come here and be a support unit for when I get him out of here. And I'm going to leave one at home because that's just good to do. Because I did the dossier, I get an extra agent now, so now I have another agent that I can deploy. So I can either have them stay home, but what I like to do is deploy them because they build their veterancy. Like this one in Cabros, he got promoted to corporal because of what he did. And then see how when I mouse over it says 70% chance of success or 48% chance of agent survival. He could die stealing this, but the National Security Project increases the chance of operation success. They have another one that I could have chosen that increases the chance of survival. With this, I want the success because there are certain virtues that I can get at some point to where, oh my God, really? There are, changing plans. There are your support, and you're going here, and you're going to go here. And you've got to get out of here. So you're going to run. And you're kind of fucked in on your own until I can get you some help, so just hide in here. I can get more units as the game goes on. Like, it's not the end of the world. If one of my spies dies, I can get another one. Ooh, new city start with a free worker. Yes, thank you. All right, so we're back to excavating, I think. I hope. Oh, I'm not on it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We're going to get back to getting some artifacts back in here so we can get some more things coming in. And then as you saw, there is a ridiculous amount of aliens down here. So, shit, he's big. Yikes. We're gonna start dealing with that. He is shit out of luck because he's out here by himself, so he's gonna have to run this way for the time being. And we're gonna send 2 of you over here to fight. Go over here and fight, please. Please, Marine. There you go. Okay, you're healing. Yay. You are excavating. And you are seeing if there... Oh, yes. There are aliens to be killed. And I'll probably have you come down here to help out, even though you'll be late to the party. Okay, so we've got a nice little thing going here. We're at that point where there's probably not any more stations left, so I can start having trade happen in between my cities. Oh, there goes that worm. I gotta keep an eye on that. In fact, to be on the safe side, we're just gonna go ahead and get you over here now. Okay, you guys are gonna need to fight this ginormous fucking alien. Okay, that worked out well. And then he's gonna need to heal if he can. If he can't, God, he can't heal. So I have to put him here and hope he can heal and hope my Marines get there in time. They're trying to come for him, so I'm going to fortify him to give him some defense. Yay. We're going to go here. And get these guys down here to help out. Going for you. Alright, now I've got another Marine on the ground, and I've got a few aliens hanging out along the coastline. I'll have to take them out quickly because they'll pretty much figure out that I'm there, so they'll withdraw from the coastline a bit. Now I can kind of we're going to put him in here to heal. He's not going to heal in one turn because that Xenomass isn't... Actually, the Xenomass might actually be there. I might be able to heal him in one turn. Let's find out. If that's the case, we can start rotating them through and they'll heal faster. And that'll be great. And so I'll have 2 cities that can heal my units quickly, which is really great and worth its weight in gold. Okay, so now I have to trade amongst myself. So we're going to do this. Okay, now you guys are buddies. Oh. It's only taken me 1 turn to build this colony, so I'm going to build it. Even if I don't end up building the colony, I'm just going to go ahead and take that opportunity to build it. I have to be careful when I land over here because I'm not trying to play with this worm right now. So we're going to take the long way around. And I'm just sending this ship in to see if there's any aliens waiting on the outskirts for me. I need some backup, but we're going to go ahead and take out this nest. Whenever I can take out a nest, it's great. Plus, that'll make them so mad they'll come and attack me. And the nest is gone. And you are fortified. You're fine. Go here, take that nest. Now taking both their nests. They're going to be very upset. All right, the coast is clear there. I don't know why I can see that far. I'm going to keep an eye out here. In fact, I'm going to try to. You're just going to have to go this way. I can't get you out of here for now. Okay, so Vanguard doesn't have a lot of things that it should have. So we're going to start to build up the infrastructure of Vanguard, and I also need to build more workers. So I'm going to build critical things first, then I'll start working on those defensive buildings afterward. But for now, I want to build some things that I normally build. And I definitely want to build this alien preserve. In fact, I might do that first, because if I remember correctly, if I build one, I get a quest completed. So I'm going to start with that and let that build. And I'm going to build them all the way around because that's going to improve my culture. I don't know where that worm went, so we'll see. We'll dig around a little bit. We're going to build this new colony. Then I'm going to bang out some workers because I need some. And I also need to buy some more personality traits. Am I trying to provoke you with my new outpost? Yeah, probably. Cabros. Probably. Okay, we're going to take one out. Did you heal? Yes, you did. Get on out of there. So it has to be inside the city. Like, I literally have to go. Oh, you need to launch. You've been sitting there forever. It has to be inside the city when they're healing in that one turn. It can't be inside the city limits, as you can see. So it has to be in that one turn, but that's great. I'm holding off on that other city for the time being because I need to take a look and see what's out there. in terms of aliens and all that stuff. I'm not just going to build blindly up the river right now. All right, I think you're good to go. Once I can get these Marines in here, then I can clear this out, and then I can make sure that this Explorer can heal adequately and do what it needs to do. We're going to go back down the coast, sweep out any aliens that are there, still go up and down this coast just to see what's going on. I could easily swap this out for one of my artillery that are late to the party, like I said. It was going to take them 5 turns to get down there. I knew I was going to be done in like 1 or 2 turns. We're going to go this way just to see if there's anything else. He's going to go to Axiom and heal. And my Marine is going to go this way. And we'll advance you. And I'm going to send you over here and pull my patrol boat out. Okay, and now you're going to go explore. You would think my submarines would have explored all this by now, but apparently they're off doing something. I don't know what. Oh, and my spies need something to do, so let's steal some gold. %50 quantity from strategic resources. I'm going to have a whole bunch of resources now. All right, land Marine. Let's do it. Yeah, all right, everybody's healed up. Great. Let's go. Now something happened. Okay, so that sound was somebody failed. Probably you. Steal science instead. I have to see what happened. Okay, so he was detected, so I have to pull him out of there. He has to go home for a minute. I'll send him to Central, and he can guard Central for a minute. When they've been detected, I don't want to leave them off in there, because then it's easier for them to get killed. No. Not when intercepting. Okay, so now we finally have like an affinity upgrade. So the Marine was first a soldier, then he became a Marine off of 1 upgrade, and now, because I have purity at a certain level, it's eligible for an upgrade. So these ring circles kind of show different levels of things. Like if I had 6 harmony and 6 purity, then it would have whatever this upgrade would be. It would be altering cost, and that's what it would look like. And so I don't have the 6 harmony, so it can't do it, but I do have the required amount of purity, so that's what it would be as Sentinel. Now, if I ignore this, I believe I can save his upgrade until I have something else. So that could be to your advantage of waiting so that you can get something like this, like a cannonade, where they can heal every turn. And I might push for that. I might go push for 11 in something like, what am I close to right now? I could go push for 11 in purity or 11 in supremacy. And the way I would do that would be by to focus my science on that. Okay, somebody else failed. So it's important. Oh, I aborted that. Okay. We're going to ignore. Now, you can be a broadside, which they move really fast and cool. At some point. Ew. Yeah, I'll take you. You're going to move faster, so I'll take it. I want you to move faster and be a badass. I'm holding off on the Marine for the time being because I want to try something. Okay, so here we are. Down here where it has developments, this is kind of like generate gold or generate culture or generate production, that sort of thing, or you can even do generate food in Beyond Earth. I believe in the earlier versions of Sim, it was kind of like you can pretty much generate science, generate culture, and generate gold. I think food is the new variable that I don't recall seeing before. The problem with this is if you have your queue turned on, which I do when you go into the city to choose production, you have to unclick the production queue in order to, I have to unclick activate in order to get in there and take that off. It's like you can't change anything once you're in there. And I think that was the same issue they had when you actually had the queue in Civ 3. And with this one, I haven't found a way to be able to automate a queue, unfortunately. I don't think there is a way. Okay, so apparently my science man and my military advisor really, really wants a rocket battery. I want an auto plant so they build faster. So I'm most likely going to do the auto plant. Then I'll build the rocket battery and the defense perimeter, which is going to increase my city hit points a lot. But I did say I needed more workers, so that's what I'm going to do right now. We're probably going to build 5 new workers. And an auto plant. And then I'll start building what it is they say we need. We're not at war with anybody but the aliens. That's why I'm not too worried about this. But I mean, I could be at war, you know, on this next turn. Because stuff like that also makes us look vulnerable to our enemies. So I will at some point need to get those defensive perimeters purchased and installed. Okay, so as you can see, we're different now. We got upgraded to purity, so we are. Oh, yes, I love the drone. Yes, I like these nodes. Nodes are really cool. They were something that I discovered late. I need all of this. This technology is great, autonomous systems. The node is really cool because I think the node is also, I feel like it's also a fortress. But I'm going to find out in a second. I'm about to build these 5 workers, so I'll have something more to go off of. I want it there. I'm going to build him there because he's just sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead and the broadside is now able to be. So now because I have purity at 6 and supremacy at 7, I have a unique upgrade now for that broadside, which is what we just upgraded, which is this. It's a combination of the 2. That will now make it a Baron, which is a combination unit, or a Cannonade, which he looks really awesome. But you're staying within the lines of purity versus supremacy, so that can be cool too, where you can have all your units can be purity, or you can have these hybrid units. So they have these differences of what all these things can be and do when you're at certain levels. And I guess I shouldn't say be and do, because it's the same, it seems, on this outskirt. They're all going to get plus 20 and plus 6. But they have different names. But I think the perks are a little different. Like this one would allow me to heal every turn, which is cool. Or this one allows me to reveal enemy units and that are invisible. This one allows me to reveal the units or do the flanking. This one reveals and heals. So if I had 6 harmony, I could do that as well too. So there are advantages to that if I had 11 here. So this is where I'm most likely going to ignore this upgrade for the time being, because I actually want that automatic heal per turn. That to me is more advantageous. Okay, so what are you doing now? You're doing Arbiter. What are you? Cruiser? Oh, okay. Arbiter. Friendly unit. Move to a friendly unit. Defending. Oh my god. This one attacking plus 5. What are you? Capacity. Oh wow. You would turn into a Vindicator? I've never seen that before. I didn't know you could turn like a cruise missile ship into a freaking aircraft carrier. That's fascinating. The Wrath is that. Deciding. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on this. I'm ignoring this. This is the first time I've ever done this, so we'll see how well that works out. Okay, there's one more that I missed. Must be the Marine. Okay, so now he can do this and become a Disciple, or he can become a Sentinel. He can get plus 30 or 10, or he can get 21 next year, or just, so both of these upgrades are garbage to me. I'm gonna hold out until we get here. I think I automatically do heal every turn right now. Oh, I heal when I'm not embarked. So there really is no advantage to me doing this one. The +1 movement, though, could be cool because he is slow to move. That would allow him to move at like a 3 rather than a 2. Um, yeah, so at this point, in the game, the Marine slash soldier unit is damn near becoming obsolete right now. Like, he's at a point where this isn't gonna do shit, really. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade him and be done with it. I'm going to use the +10 per unused movement to give him more strength when he fights. Like I said, when he stops moving, he'll heal at like 5% anyway. He'll heal when he's not moving. He won't heal super fast, but he'll heal. So, is there something else? Oh, there's more for you. Oh, okay. So he had another upgrade waiting for him anyway. We're going to ignore that for the time being. Okay. So what's kind of cool is my units kind of all are, I think, purity. You can have them mixed in this set and the other. Doesn't. I've had them mixed all the time, but now I'm actually really paying attention to it. And I'm going to try to stick with something. Okay, we got the gene vault, which I forgot what it does. Whatever it is, it was important. That's why I built it. Okay. You don't have a lot of things. Like, you don't have your nursery, you don't have your clinics. So we're going to go ahead and get these clinics going and the nursery going. We're going to get the alien preserve and an auto plant. Then we'll get a thorium reactor. Okay. That master control needs to be built. Like, right the hell now. So you've been building, so this city's been building wonders, so that's why it doesn't have a lot of the infrastructure that it should have. But I'm going to have it continue to build these wonders right now while I can. And the other city is going to focus on, the Marine has landed. Perfect. Have fun, boys. And then the other city is going to work on, we're going to take him out. And we're going for this nest now. They left it unguarded. And he's going to come in. And now I have some workers, so I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to build a road to liberty. So I'm going to get some workers in here, get this looking a little bit better. My cities should be a little bit larger than they are, but I spent a few turns doing other things. So now we're back to doing what needs to be done. Okay, so my Marines are going to fight these aliens here, probably take that nest, and then what I'm probably going to end up doing is buying a explorer and going after those unexplored areas right there, and at the same time I'm also going to finish up my personality traits that I still have room for. I typically do military units gain experience faster, but they're already like veteraned out, so I'm gonna probably do something with my covert agents and give them a little bit more chutzpah and bump that up too, and then I'll have to earn some more of that to get that up. Okay, and I might need to switch to where I'm getting more science. Like I said, the culture takes a while. Now they want an expedition at the nest. So let me go ahead and build some explorers. I've got a little bit of money. So we're gonna build a couple of explorers, buy a cache, and I'm gonna get them up there and start excavating all that and grab those artifacts real quick and be done with that, because exploring takes some time. Since you are cleared now, you are fighting. We are going to more money. Well, when you don't have the area visible, then the what's-it-faces will come back, the aliens. So since I'm sending the explorers up here to do some expeditions, it's time for me to kill off these aliens. So we're gonna go ahead and secure this area for them. I don't know what happened to all the aliens. They just like magically disappeared. Oh, we're boxed in here? Okay. Well, you either move or we're going to be fighting next. Yeah. Okay. Undetected, undetected. Okay. So he failed in there. Oh yeah, this gives you an intel report too when you have them in there. So they're currently making a submarine. So we're gonna send him somewhere else. We're gonna also send these guys somewhere else. I kind of want to hit every city, even though some are inside of you know, under the same, whatever you want to call it, leader. It's getting dark out. And I'm probably going to end this live stream here because it's been late. It's probably been an hour or so. And I'm going to go do other things. So, thanks for watching.